So I'm very excited about today when it comes to the food aspect of the day. I didn't have very much. I've been sipping off this, but it's my iced coffee. And I grabbed some different stuff today. Haven't had to buy anything on the road. That's just something I've been having to do lately because I've been so busy with editing this vlog and stuff and just not giving myself enough time. But I did grill some chicken over the weekend. I haven't gotten these since last summer. They're rice cakes. I don't know exactly how healthy they are. I know they're on the lower carb, close to no sugar. I think they're on the side of eating clean, but they're still, it's still a processed food, but the ingredients is a very small list. Whole grain brown rice, degerminated milled corn, salt, and then whatever flavors on them. So that's not a whole lot, but anything that says whole grain, in my experience, it's still wheat and gluten and stuff, but these might be gluten free. I don't know. But I got these white cheddar, brought some of those, and then for sweet tooth I got the chocolate ones. And I thought those would be good with like string cheese. Like a snack, I mean, it's got to be better than those wraps. And I had bought those in the last in the last 2 or 3 weeks. I think I've bought wraps 4 different times, and that's just unheard of for me. But with this, and instead of buying these one at a time, these Quest bars, I bought a box of them. You get 4 of them. I bought a box of those at Walmart last night. And most excited about is my hummus. I love hummus. If you haven't tried hummus, try it. I was turned on to that a few years back, and I absolutely love it. And guacamole is one of my favorite. I like to make my own guac, but that is some good stuff. And then I know that they're not the best for you, but they are, no sugar, no carbs. Pepperonis. I don't eat them all the time, but you take one of those slices of that smoked grilled chicken that I make, a couple slices of that pepperoni, and dip it into that avocado. Oh, forget about it. That's awesome. So, that's my food substance for the day. There's something I wanted to touch on. With this whole vlogging thing, why do I do it? Well, what do I want to get out of it? The more important question to me is what I am getting out of it. And at first it's been scratching a very large creative itch that I always have, and being able to make a video and the editing and putting everything together and constructing some sort of story and adding some music and this and that. I'm creating something, and at the end of the day, it's very satisfying for me. Now, what I wanted to talk about for a little while here is the reason that I am aiming this towards a YouTube channel is because I have, something to say. I have a certain kind of message, and if 1 or 2 people can get something out of it and use it in some way for a benefit, then that's cool. But I'm getting something out of this that I didn't see coming, and I'm really have been able to evaluate parts of my life that I thought that I had already explored and that I understood. And it's becoming something that I can look at in a different way, a different microscope. And I really want what I'm doing on here to be successful, and I know that it takes time. And you know, I have, I think, 5 subscribers on there so far, and 2 of them are me. But I haven't even had my channel for 3 weeks. It's been like 2.5 weeks, so I have no unrealistic expectations. I'm not going to become famous doing this. I don't expect to, you know, make money or I mean, if I was able to do this for a living, that'd be great. You know, that's the dream, right? And I love to do it. So to be able to do something for a living that you love, that would be all fine and good. But if there was a way that I was able to hit this in a way to be able to actually do it for a living, it takes so much consistency, which, you know, I've talked about before. I'm a big believer and advocate for, but it takes a lot of time. And a lot of these people on here that are successful, and it's a very small bunch, do this for years. Some people have been on here for 10 years. But for me right now, I'm just doing it to, like I said, scratch a creator's itch and to maybe share my message. And I'm putting together something that's going to be really special to me, and it's going to be my story of when I sobered up and the journey that I went on, and you know, going through treatment and moving here, and the success I've had with my sobriety and my recovery. And I mean, that's why I named this channel Joe's Epic Journey, because it's been an epic journey. I mean, the word epic is something, a large, you know, span of time, and it's taken over 3 years to get to where I am, to be sitting here and doing this. When I moved here, I didn't have a whole lot. I didn't have a car, I didn't have any money, I barely had a cell phone, and I've been able to acquire a life and my success in staying sober for over 3 years. So that's why I named it, you know, Joe's Epic Journey. And then every day is adding to my journey, and little lines inside of each chapter. So anybody that takes their time, takes their precious and valuable time to watch one of my videos or part of a video, or watches all of them or whatever, I appreciate it. And you know, like every video on YouTube, subscribe, give a like, and it really helps me, you know, to motivate me to do this. And I really appreciate it. But I'm just wanting to do this for a creator, I wouldn't go as far as calling myself an artist, but to be able to create something and to share it, to share part of my life that's been positive and successful. And for anybody that's out there that's struggling with sobriety or that's in recovery, and maybe just something about living life, you know. And one of my biggest things is gratitude, forgiveness, and acceptance. And try that. Next time something doesn't work out, sometimes you get angry. Next time you get angry about something, or your expectations weren't met, just try this once and see if it helps. Look at the situation and see what you can be grateful for about it. No matter how bad it is. What is, you know, bad things happen, things don't turn out all the time for me, but I'm always grateful when it's over because I learned something. I'm so grateful that I learned from it. I'm so grateful that I get to go home to a decent apartment, and grateful for the car that I got to drive there. And everything is going to be okay. I'm grateful. And accept it. Just accept, this didn't work out, even though it wasn't my fault. Just think about just accepting it, process it, and try not to get angry. And then if there's anybody to forgive about it, if somebody purposely did something that was out to get you, try to forgive them. And those are 3 things that can be hard. And forgiveness is the hardest one to do out of the bunch. And if you look at it this way, if there is somebody that did you wrong and you need to forgive them, or you don't want to forgive them, whatever they did, they're not at home sweating it. They're not at home feeling like you do. They're not all upset about it. If they purposely did something to you, then they're not suffering from it. You're the only one suffering from it. And the quicker you quit letting that take free rent up in your head, or whatever negative feelings or hatred or resentment to them, that's just taking free rent up in your head. Until you forgive them and try to get past it, that's going to bother you. It ain't bothering them. So if you can do the forgiveness thing, accept it, and find the gratitude, you try that. And if it doesn't work at all, then don't listen to me. But I have found great success with approaching problems, disappointment, and just life in general, having a constant attitude of gratitude. And I'm really excited that I learned that down the road. I had to sober up and look at my life and want to make a difference. And that's what I did. And I found a lot of happiness from that. And it's something I continue to do every day. And I made it such a habit. I practiced it so much it became a habit. And it became a habit so much that it became part of my personality. And that's one of the things that I want to share with other people. And if I can do that on a broad scope like YouTube or something like that, great. So, and there's a lot of people also out there that I don't have the opportunity or the time to stay in touch with as much as I'd like. And I really like Facebook for this. There's a lot of people that I went to treatment with and that I met during that year that I was first in my recovery, that I really hope see this, and I'm going to start tagging as many of you as I can. There's people that I think about all the time, people like my friend Ryan, Ruben, Melody, Brandon, all you guys, every one of you, especially all the people that I see on Facebook and that I'm Facebook friends with from that time, and also people in my family if they see these, friends that I've told about it. I appreciate you guys clicking on my channel and supporting me. And there's people that I see on a daily basis, very few, because I only talk to a few people, but I appreciate you too. So thanks for that, and keep watching.